my father.
That's
so everything Yahweh Shah inherited, we gonna inherit it as well. And these slaves these slaves don't do what we say, they're gonna get hit with that rod of iron, which is literally meant to get their ass whooped with.
That's right. That's beautiful. I was holding a precept today. It's Psalms 2 and 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, and the Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure.
You got it.
Yet have I set my king up on my holy hill of Zion. I will declare the decree. But, hey, back to the top. Why do the heathen rage? Why are they raging? Why do the Moabites think they got necks over Israel? Hey, the Most High say he gonna set his king up on his holy hill, man. Not the Moabite president.
That's right.
Ching, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, Ching, whatever it is.
Because they was licking Esau boots, man, when he was while he in his rulership, they was jumping in line. You know, Moab always been teaming up with Esau and trying to afflict Israel and shit.
But that land is a test ground for the chip. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those, well, you got to be careful saying that word too. But for the rice grain, a lot of the nations out in China, you don't carry cash no more.
That was one of the first cities that when they was talking about bringing it here, they had already did it. Had the city set up, had the merit system set up, had the what is it called?
Got surveillance.
Yeah, they had all that set up, man. Like before it even got here, like he really think he finna be up next because he didn't lick Esau boots and wore his attire and you know what I'm saying. Did all the things that how Esau said be, they took that and ran with it.
And they low key went in that trade war against America. That's why you got Trump teaching his kids their first language is what you call the Chinese
Mandarin.
Mandarin, man. Their first language is Mandarin, not English. You know? So that tell you something right there.
Yeah.
So of course Moab is very proud and pumped up right now.
Right.
Because they know what's going on behind the scenes, man. You know, Moab is winning behind the scenes against Esau these last days. And it says, I'm gonna jump to verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the othermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
And who's that? That's Psalms 2, right?
Yeah.
Who's that talking to?
King David.
Actually, no. Who's that talking to?
Oh, that's talking to the elect.
Well, actually, it's talking about Yahushua. It's talking to Yahushua, but we're joint heirs, so we're gonna get the same thing,
Right.
You know, because this earth is his footstool.
That's right.
And that's another thing. You got people out there who talk about slaves. The scripture tell you that there's nothing wrong with having a slave.
Right.
There was nothing wrong with having a slave. It's just what happens is.
All right, you guys. Good day, man.
All right. What happens is, everybody, when people think of slavery, they think of the cruel things that the so-called white man did to us. I agree, that was cruel, that was inhumane.
Right.
That was out of pure hate, right? You didn't even allow your slaves to learn how to read. Okay, that's out of pure hate, fueled by nothing but hate and envy.
And was
things
splitting
that
up families.
intentionally
That's evil.
But you can have servants.